certainly according to rankings, seedings, Chen will be favourite, although probably not by much. Taipei, by the way, which is Chen's home nation, stage the next event on the HSBC World Tour next week. 2-love is the head-to-head so far, but as we just saw in that last women's match, just because a player's never beaten another doesn't mean it can't happen for the first time. I would imagine the home fans will probably side with Nishimoto just because he's the underdog. We'll see. So let's give you a few more details then on these two players. Chen, currently ranked 4, which is his highest. It's the first local player to win the Chinese Taipei Open for 17 years. That was a couple of years back. And his first Super Series title at the French Open 4 years ago. Silver at the Asian Games a couple of months back. Lost to Jonathan Christie in the final. In 3 games, he might get the chance for revenge. Sorry, in the semi-final, might get the chance for revenge later tomorrow, because Christie's in the other semi here against Sugurito. Hasn't dropped a game so far, including that victory over Ginting yesterday. I think you were here for that match, obviously, Tien. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was a strange match, but it was clear that Ginting was a spent force mentally.
Nishimoto, currently ranked at 10 in the world, has been 1 place higher, as you can see. Bronze at the Asian Games, and lost to Christie also in the semi-finals. Did get to the final of the Malaysian Masters this year, lost to Axelsen. And as we were saying a moment ago, he's still waiting to win a big title, and it's been tough going for him so far in this tournament, but he's sneaked through in the umpire's chair. Here's Kim Hyun-yup of Korea and Chris Yip from Hong Kong is the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, Malay, Chen, Chinese Taipei. Number left, NISHIMOTO, Kenta, Japan. NISHIMOTO, Kenta, Chesol, Lobo, play.
So Nishimoto serving first in this first men's singles semi-final. There's a very calm assurance about Chen. I've always thought that, Steve. He just looks like a man who doesn't get rattled very easily.
Yeah, he's developed well over the years. Always had the technical abilities and the physical abilities, and it seems like it's benefited him playing this many tournaments. He's been looking really solid let's see today, this man here, Nishimoto, didn't have to play yesterday, so that could be decisive. Look how the shuttle totally collapses there. We saw that a couple of times yesterday as well. It's very unusual that they totally collapse after smashes.
And he's got a new one. So with Nishimoto after that excellent winner.
Talked to Chen just as we were going to the bus at the hotel there, and talked a little bit about the match yesterday, where it was very puzzling that suddenly there was no drift at all in the hall. It changed in the middle of the women's singles, where suddenly all wind died out, and he said, yeah, it became a very, very tough match, a slow match, because the shuttles were really slow. I think it benefited CHOU, because he could use his reach, and Ginting really, there was a long way home when the shuttles were slow and no drift. And then I talked to the Danish head coach, Kenta Jonassen, and he said that it seemed like at 6 o'clock in the evening, it was like the aircon switched to a different setting, and all drift disappeared, and that was very, very puzzling. It happened in the middle of the third game between San and Nadal and Natsumi Okuhara. Very unfortunate, very difficult to adapt to as player.
Interesting. I'll keep an eye on how things develop today. In the meantime, a good start, very good start for Nishimoto. He's off to a bit of a flyer here. Another. Certainly looks motivated today against the world number 4. And he's never beaten. Plumb on the line or just inside it. It also looks to me, Steve, like he's actually come out and he wants to take the game to CHOU, not just kind of survive in rallies. He wants to be the aggressor.
Yeah. I think it's so important when you play these difficult circumstances here that you take the initiative, and I think that's also what Nishimoto is planning to do. So let's see.
Well, it was called out. He has challenged it. Half an idea this is kind of a frustration challenge. I think he did miss the line, but he kind of thinks, because he knows he should have made it, he wants to double check. I reckon this is going to show out.
No.
Totally wrong as ever. There you go. Each player has 2 of those challenges in each game, and in that instance where you're correct, you keep it. We saw in the last match, it was a strange incident when Sung Ji-hoon wanted a challenger call and then belatedly realised she'd actually used both of hers and therefore couldn't. Well, he's up for this today.
8-3.
Excellent placement there. A little bit of marking to the lines, always good.
Excellent defense as well. Get back that slash from CHOU, and now with a 6-point lead.
10, 3.
Well, you can see on his face how frustrated he is with the hard work he's done.
It's not really something you should do in singles. There's not that much pressure on the service situation. The opportunity to flick to the back line, not to the double service line as in doubles, so you should be able to get your serves away. But we've seen players that are struggling.
Almost a victory for patience there for Chen. Well, that's a handy advantage, 11-6 at the interval in the Japanese player's favour. Mentioned both of these men won medals at the Asian Games, silver for CHOU and bronze for NISHIMOTO. We were mentioning before, Steve, last week actually, when we were working in China, that off the back of the World Championships and then the Asian Games, big events in China last week, the fatigue starting to show a little bit for some of these guys.
Yeah, definitely, and it's been a tough schedule that they've been playing. And perhaps it's not so mysterious that CHOU is coping well with it, because he is a very, very physically strong player. Well, there was someone that didn't want to be on television.
Maybe they're supposed to be at work, phoned in sick. Your secret's safe with us. So, with an 11-6 lead, NISHIMOTO. Couldn't be denied in the end.
And the pace was raised in that rally by Tien. For CHOU to get the correct length on his shots. That's intercepted. Killed from approximately the middle of the courts.
Well, he's all over him at the moment.
13-7.
This time the net shot was more accurate from Tien. Made a couple of errors from that position, but not this time. But is really challenging conditions for the players. Wow.
9-13.
Talked to Danish coach Kenneth Jonassen on the bus as well about when the drift was there. He'd seen a Chinese player playing on court 5, which was the outer court back then, and he said he used all his power, but he just couldn't get it long enough because he was playing up against the drift. Like you're playing some boomerang badminton.
It's coming back towards you.
And the good thing is, that if you can get a court like that, you don't really need a practice partner, because you can just play against the drift.
Yeah.
Look how the side drift took that one. Definitely at the moment side drift right to left.
And a run of points here for the man from Chinese Taipei. Let's put him right back into this opening game.
That's a good smash. Been successful with the smashes down the forehand side of CHOU. Yeah, it seems like he's come out and trying to raise the pace of the match. Tien. It's like his coach has told him, "Hey, we already started here. It's 11-6."
Yeah. Right flush on the line, and that's a shot that's proved very damaging to Chen so far. Some confidence to go that side because
of the drift.
Well, A, the drift, and also because CHOU was kind of much nearer there than if he'd gone cross court.
But yeah, it's impressive that he can get the correct timing on it, but probably aiming with some quite nice margin that keeps them in sight. And of course, the drift doesn't take that much in high-paced shots. It's more if it's a slow-paced shot. And the drift has a lot to say. What a great save!
Well, it's a hugely entertaining rally. It's pure reactions, really. Instinct.
Took a step forward there. NISHIMOTO, he sensed that CHOU had no chance of putting it long enough, that recovery shot. It's really close to the net.
Great play from both men. And CHOU finally coming to the party here.
16.
There's not much he gives away when he's on court at the moment. CHOU just goes about his business as it's completely normal to him. You can't really see whether he's lost or won a rally. Just ready to play.
Be a good poker player, I think, wouldn't he?
He would be.
So just a point between these two now. After one stage, NISHIMOTO had a very healthy lead.
Yeah, it was 10-3 when he netted that serve. Good shot.
Just seems to pull that out the locker every time he needs it.
But look, if we get it in replay, look how short it is. Look where NISHIMOTO's feet are landing. Couldn't see it, but it was just behind the middle of the court. That makes it a bit easier.
Yeah, certainly nowhere near the back line.
Post-drop shot from CHOU. You think that the way the first game here is developed will be devastating for either player who loses it. Either you've had a healthy lead throughout the game and lost it, or you've come back and had your chances but couldn't manage to seal the deal. Good shot. He's been much better in the attack, NISHIMOTO, than I would have expected.
Quite a few Japanese fans inside the arena. We saw them earlier on this morning. First match, and they have stayed around. Plenty of Japanese interest in the latter stages of this Korea Open. It's almost like you just can't shake him off, can he, NISHIMOTO?
No,
Every time he looks like he's going to pull away and win the game, back comes Chen.
So there's some pressure on him to play to his best to get this first game. Fantastic defense. Oi, again. They're so accurate.
Well, no wonder he gives it the fist pump, because a couple of magnificent defensive shots there to stay in the rally, and then the error came.
That was the last one.
Yeah. I mean, just to give you an idea, these shuttles being hit at well in excess of 300 kilometers an hour, and it's not just to get to them, but to control it so that it goes back.
You have to think about the next shot as well, and he did so well on two occasions here, NISHIMOTO.
It's almost like a pattern. Has been for the last 5 minutes: win a point, lose a point.
Yeah.
And so Chen still hanging around here.
I'm thinking when he practices back home in Japan with Kenta Momota, does he win a lot of those net exchanges? I don't think so. Momota's a little bit better, and I think that could damage the self-confidence sometimes for a player.
Meanwhile, 2 game points for Kenta NISHIMOTO here.
이번 코트에서는 여자 복식 경기를 하겠습니다. 먼저 이 경기의 시설점을 소개합니다. 주시는 모리셔스의 타티아나 마마스, 부시는 인도네시아의 압들 루프 자와이스.
For two, women's doubles semifinalist number 29. Let me introduce your technical officials. Umpire Tatiana Mamadu Rodriguez.
Shut down.
Indonesia. 시사진 입장. Welcome technical officials.
Disturbing with the adjacent court being called in whilst one player has a match point or a game point.
Well, I think they're just sticklers for punctuality in this part of the world. And they're starting at 4 and they're going to start at 4 whatever.
Maybe it's much more me than the players. I'm not sure the players, they notice it.
So, save his final game point.
Looks like he's going to move on that serve.
Let me introduce you players. Yuki Fukushima, Sayaka Kyoto, Japan. Naoko Huma, Kurumi Uno, Japan.
Oh, there.
Well, in the end, he has taken the first game 21-19. It was a struggle at times, but he's given himself a great chance now, obviously, of getting into tomorrow's final. However, no question, Chen is going to potentially fight back.
That one gets taken by the sideways drift. Wow.
So can NISHIMOTO carry on where he left off in that first game and his first ever victory over his Chinese Taipei opponent, and of course guarantee a place in tomorrow's final.
He's able to control the drift there, CHOU. That's going to be one of the questions now, whether CHOU can control his play to the back court of NISHIMOTO's, or NISHIMOTO can get the correct length on his shot playing up against the drift. So it'll be difficult for CHOU to attack, more difficult than it was in the first game for NISHIMOTO. Generally speaking, CHOU was lifting a bit too short.
Well, I think NISHIMOTO will be so pleased with that point because he stayed patient, still tried to attack, and in the end got the reward. And I think CHOU's got a lot to think about here.
Yeah, he must be really certain that he has the better stamina than his opponent playing these long rallies.
Talking of stamina, when you see a rally like that, I think some of our viewers might be fascinated to learn, Steve, about the How does the training regime of a badminton player work? I mean, how much of it is on-court shot-making work, and how much of it is just fitness work? Is it presumably a mixture of the two?
Yeah, it's a mixture, but it's very different from player to player and from country to country. In Denmark, I know there's a lot of there's some off-court conditioning work, whereas in Spain it's mostly on-court. There's of course the weight training that is off-court, but again, you try to make as much as possible as close to badminton as you can.
And a fabulous shot from NISHIMOTO leaves CHOU on his haunches there.
Some of the Asian countries and also in Spain, they have some of the most important weight training gear in the badminton hall, so that you can easily switch from the weight training to the badminton exercise that it is targeting.
Good reach from NISHIMOTO. Not much emotion in the Japanese corner, but they must be inwardly pretty pleased with what they're seeing from their man here.
I think they might be humming to themselves at times.
Service over. 3-4.
Great story about the late golfer Soriano Ballesteros. He suddenly noticed that when he was playing well, he whistled. So he started to figure out if the other way around was true as well, that if he started to whistle, then he would eventually play better. So that's psychology adapted to the sports.
By a distance, that one.
Three good runners for CHOU. Wow, there was a side drift again. And also the drift alongside the court, because now it was NISHIMOTO who couldn't get the correct length on his shot. Let's see from that game, there's Park Jobong, the Japanese head coach, silently humming a tune inside himself.
Well, a little run of points here for Chen. Sees him open up at least enjoying a little bit of daylight on the scoreboard for first time in the match.
Men's singles coach next to Park is former international player Yusuke Nakanishi. Yeah, Park was also former international player, won this tournament in both mixed double and men's doubles. The first year it was played.
Well, those were landing in the first game, weren't they?
Yeah.
Just gone off the boil here.
Yeah, and it's got to do with the change of ends, because there is drift in here, and what is decisive now is the speed of the shuttles. So we can tell that the shuttle speed is quite slow here, because it's possible for Chen, who plays with the drift, it's possible for him to control his shots. If the shuttle speed had been a little bit faster, he would have had enormous problems controlling his shots to the back line, and it would have been an advantage to play on the far side of the court. That's not the case, and that's because the shuttles are a bit slower. Spinning that shot from NISHIMOTO.
Not to his credit, trying to fight back a little bit. It's a much better shot.
And he's generally had good accuracy in his smashes, we have to say that.
Actually getting himself back into this game.
It's almost like the first game, just with the opposite player in front.
So CHOU will go for the interval with a 2-point lead, but still very much in the balance this second game. The Japanese having taken the opener 21-19.
不要给他突然那种，就是直接出拍的那种，他可以直接起跳球，就是拿上去。他比较怕。别人家他发对他。
11-9, play.
Number of points in this match where we've seen a player apparently in the ascendancy in a rally and then end up losing the point.
Yeah. Seen a number of errors at the net in the net exchanges, and I think they simply go so sharp for the net, these two players, in order to control the rallies, to get the right chances. Stays in.
11, 12.
That's exactly what the advantage is, playing on that far side of the court. You can play it long, you can push it. It's difficult for CHOU to move too early towards the net.
Service over, 13, 11.
Great defence again from CHOU, and he got the reward when
11.
NISHIMOTO made the error, and he's got his 3-point lead back again.
Service over, 12, 14.
Great variation of the smash there from NISHIMOTO.
14.
He's gone long line so many times.
CHOU was down, he just looked a little bit disgruntled when he got back to his feet. He's fine. Having a real battle in the second game. Opportunity missed there.
Service over, 15, 13. Five. 16, 13.
Well, that might just be the point that takes this game beyond NISHIMOTO, barring a kind of stirring recovery. I've got the stats on me, but it just doesn't feel as though Chen's made anywhere near the number of mistakes he made in the first game in this game.
No.
There's the best of the lot.
15, 17.
They're very crisp, the smashes from Nishimoto. Excellent placement.
15, 7.
So it's almost an exact copy of the first game, with one player chasing after falling behind in the beginning of the game. Chen.
16, 17.
Yeah, well done, well reacted. Just when it looked as though Kenta Nishimoto might have stolen that.
It's been really good on the front court, CHOU, in converting these situations. It's not a big chance, the first one, but he's able to make it bigger and finally kill it. Great skills.
Service over 17, 18.
Critical moments these now in the second game. Just a point behind Nishimoto. Yeah, I think he was initially hoping or thinking that might drift out. I was going to leave
hoping.
it. Yeah, and then realised had to play it. So, real drama here, 18 all. Nishimoto trying to beat Chen for the very first time and get himself into the final on his first major title. Number 4 seed from Chinese Taipei, fighting for his tournament life here. And that is an error from Nishimoto.
19, 18.
That's a good little deception he puts on that one. CHOU takes the majority of the power off the shot. That's why it stays in.
And now, 2 game points to level the match. Just needed the one, and he's back in business, the number 4 seed, 21-18. And we are going to have a final game decider in this men's singles semi.
Tien 我怎么黑冰？因为大超。 つまでに長くしましょう。大丈夫だよ。長く長くする。だってもう前後頑張ったら動くのが一番いいからさ。あとまあバックハンドね落とした時のこう次ねこうしっかりこう張ってバックハンド取るのいいし。
So hard to find a favourite here, really, in this final game decider. That second, well, both games could have gone either way, obviously.
So we're probably going to see CHOU go a little bit more for the attack now on the far side of the court. Probably the same we're going to see from NISHIMOTO when they eventually change ends, but definitely easier to have the initiative.
Just wonder how much of a psychological blow it was to NISHIMOTO not to win that last game and therefore the match, because he certainly had chances, fought his way back from a fair way behind and had opportunities, couldn't take them. Meanwhile, goes off to a flyer in the decider.
He's been very alert at the net. It's a totally okay net shot from NISHIMOTO. It's just one long jump from this man here, Tien.
Well, the difference in the body language of the respective players is tangible here. There's a spring in the step of Chen and NISHIMOTO now just looks a little disaffected with life. 5-love down in the deciding game.
I actually think it was an okay idea to challenge at the net, because CHOU has been dominating, and I don't think NISHIMOTO can allow that to continue if he wants to qualify for the final here in Korea Open.
Amazing, isn't it? How quickly the whole complexion of a match can change. The whole impetus changes.
Yeah, because I mean, I totally agree with you. It was really, really difficult to see who was going to win this match, and then seven rallies later, well, it looks like there's an overwhelming favorite.
That's good as well. So much about momentum in this sport, and at the moment, Chen has all of it. He's even leaving brilliantly now as well, because that wasn't that far wide.
is amazing right now. It's fantastic play. So some might ask, why didn't he play like that in the first game? Sometimes it seems like there's a really long way to 21 here. He only has to do it until 11, then he ends with his opponent. But the thing is, I think he'll have to continue his attack on the other side. He can't take the foot off the pedal, so to speak.
Play.
Good shot. Oh, fantastic defense.
Yeah, had to play an extra shot to win the point, and at the very least open his account in the decider.
9.
Gets it back, CHOU, but he can't get any control on it.
Well, he hasn't given up, that much we can certainly say, even at 9-2 down as it is now.
There's the attacking game again.
Points over. 10. Go.
Knew he'd got that wrong, didn't he? As soon as he hit it, CHOU.
Trying to put deceptions on his shots from a low position at the net. Some of them are successful and some of them are like this.
Well, for a player who was 9-0 down a few minutes ago, he's lost none of his spirit, still fighting. But it's a massive ask against world number 4.
It's funny. It's a funny situation psychologically that at 10, just before the interval, you know that you want to close it out with a big lead, and sometimes it seems like you're not successful.
It's long, and if you'd offered Chen a 11-5 lead, he would have taken it with both hands.
Definitely would.
Even in those 16 points, you'd have plenty of drama. 9 love. And then we had this kind of mini comeback from NISHIMOTO, mainly thanks to a series of winners. It wasn't that CHOU's making errors, but from Chinese tower play definitely has the upper hand now. Close this out. Trying to win a third tournament this year. Chen won the Singapore Open, he won the German Open. That Singapore tournament was an S500.
Yeah, that was the first time he won a tournament at that level since his victory in French Open. Was it in 13?
13 or 14, yeah.
11-5, play.
2014. So, an exercise in holding his nerve here for the next 7 or 8 minutes, so we can get the job done. That's a good start.
12-5.
A total mishit, that one. It just became way too high.
Terrific shot, because he was kind of backpedaling and to find the angle to beat NISHIMOTO.
More patient play from CHOU, and immediately NISHIMOTO takes advantage of it.
Plenty of time to kind of follow the trajectory of the shuttle through the air. Rightly surmised it was going to fall beyond the back line. Doesn't have to be pretty from Charles' point of view, just has to get over the line here. However, he can. That's long as well.
NISHIMOTO Kenta challenging court out.
Don't think he's going to have much joy with this one. Let's see what
it looked long from our position.
Yeah. It did. It was, but maybe not quite as much as we thought.
No.
And this is as good as a mile.
58. Play.
Good shot. single players to remember to vary your smashes and use the body attack as well. Makes it really hard for the opponent to start early to either of the sides.
Service over 9-16. Service over 17.
Misjudgment by NISHIMOTO and more excellent judgment by CHOU, who's kind of, I'd say sprinting, but gradually making his way towards the finish line here. That's a good response though from NISHIMOTO.
Service over 10-17.
Late decision. You've got to make your mind up one way or the other early, haven't you, Steve? Because then you're in no man's land and you're lost.
Yeah. And I would say, I mean, this is probably too late. You know, you don't really know whether it was in or out.
And all you do is end up giving your opponent a present.
Yeah, exactly.
So within 3 points now, CHOU of place in the final.
Service over 11-18.
It's a match I was doing yesterday. I can't remember who it was. One of the players was that kind of an incident, but waited even longer. Literally, I think the shuttle was maybe 6 inches above the ground, and he actually hit it onto his boot.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Still alive. What a rally. Best of the day. Some of the angles just astonishing in the end. Chen at full stretch just couldn't get there, but he still does have a handsome looking lead, and he still just needs 3 points to finish the match.
It's kind of one of those challenges where I feel it's a get your mind together challenge. Get ready for chasing the last 3 points he needs.
anything you can do.
Oh, we got it back.
That is incredible. How on earth did he do that? He doesn't know. Oh, we need to see the replay of this. Yeah. It was kind of like up periscope, hope for the best. Just showing the same replay to the crowd as well. Yeah, and hear the chuckling and the murmurs of appreciation. It was astonishing. And it just shut off also a bit of a little mini recovery from NISHIMOTO. Yes, well played, and it sets up match point. But what a battle it's been. An hour and 10 minutes on court, these two. Been terrific to watch. And now it could be, or we are at the point of no return as far as Kenta NISHIMOTO is concerned.
Yeah, he's got to win the next 6 rallies.
Now that is wide. He's going to challenge it because he pretty much has to. But this looks like it is the end for NISHIMOTO. We'll have to wait for Hawkeye just to confirm that. It's called out. And indeed it was. So that's a terrific win in the end. Had to come from behind, did Chen. Really great entertainment for the crowd. 19-21, 21-18, 21-14. The number 4 seed is through. NISHIMOTO's wait for a tournament goes on. But you can't not have enjoyed that over, as I say, an hour and 10 minutes. We're going to take a very short break, and when we come back, it'll be the second women's singles semi-final.